This is part of my 3 ways to drive Shopify traffic video. This is number 4, focusing on blogs and articles and the Skyscraper method.
Okay, so now we go on to our 4th one, working through it, and that is blogs and articles, and mostly in particular the skyscraper method. Now, what you want to do is go through to a website called AnswerThePublic.com. So now essentially what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to go through and, find the exact phrases, questions, search terms, and everything that people are asking around a certain topic. So I'll give you an example. I used this a few years back with working with a supplement company client. They had just started their brand. They were not far into it, and they needed a way to start driving traffic to their store. And I said, this method of creating a skyscraper method, which is essentially creating not just a normal article, but the highest, the best, the tallest, quote unquote, skyscraper. So you create an article on something that is the best on the internet, so that then it's, more likely to get, recommended and then get traffic. Long story short, I made one he was selling a supplement called Tudka. Now, at the time, not as many people knew about it, and it's something that's really beneficial for liver health and so many other things like that. And anyway, I went through to this website and I typed in Tudka, and then I just simply hit search and let it do its thing. And I'll show you an example. And then what it returns is all these here. So you can see AI models. So this is the questions people are asking AI models about Tudka. This here is what general search terms are that they're asking. And this is, what's this one here? Shopping questions that people ask, social media. Okay, so you might be thinking of that and thinking, okay, what's all that mean? Well, this is absolutely incredible data now for knowing what to add in to your article, your massive skyscraper article. So essentially, you'd go through now and you would see all these sort of things. So you'd see Tudka benefits, Tudka supplements, what else you got? Tudka milk this school, Tudka ox bile. What else we got here? Tudka cholesterol. Is Tudka safe to buy in Australia? Best Tudka brands for liver support. All these different things. So essentially what you would do is you would use this website. You would find all the different things. So search engines. Let's just see if we just change it to that. So this is even better. So we click search engines and here's all the different things. So we've got a few different questions here. So questions, what is Tudka? How do you buy Tudka in Australia? When to take it? What supplements to take it with? How does it work? All these. So all these here, what you would then go through and do is create a dedicated article that answered all of these questions. So then what you can do from here is you can export this and just say export as image, use free download, and then we're going to download that. And then there is our image now of these, questions here. So we've downloaded that. Okay, so then obviously we can go back to ChatGPT. And now back in the day, I would have had to, take my writing and copywriting marketing skills, go through and I wrote this entire article for him. And, what this did for him is it actually ended up bringing in tens of thousands of, traffic to his website for free because they were coming in when they were, learning about Tudka. And then they would come to his website. And then from there, they started buying the supplement because we obviously recommended it at the very bottom of it. And all it took was writing a very in-depth article that answered all these questions. Google started indexing it. And then, it started bringing in, like I said, tens of thousands of, of people coming in to view the article. Am I saying that'll definitely happen with you? No. But what I'm saying is if you apply this, same thing could be applied we can get ideas now for social media from all these, but I'll show you what you can do now to, with AI to speed it up. So I'm going to go back here and I'm going to take that download and I'm going to put it in here and I'm going to say, Okay, so then you can just put in the image like I did, and you write something like this. So I've just gone through and I've said, can you help me write a super in-depth article on TUDCA based off these search questions and commonly asked questions and turn it into an SEO optimized article to help bring traffic to my store by teaching about TUDCA, which is one of the supplements I sell. It's sure that it ends by lightly mentioning TUDCA that we sell, and lightly mentioning that we sell TUDCA in our store, Optimal Supplements. The product is called Optimal TUDCA. Now let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so that has gone through and done that. So as you can see, now we've got our complete guide to TUDCA, what it is, the benefits, the dosage. So we've got what is TUDCA? Remember, that is a big question that people were asking. So we've got that. What does it do? That was another one that people were asking. Its benefits. We've got a clearly laid out cellular protection, and longevity. How does it work? That was another one. When should you take TUDCA? That was another one. Dosage was another one. TUDCA with or without food. That was another question. Can it cause diarrhea? And that was actually a random but very big one again. Question that people were asking, as you can see here. And then, is TUDCA safe? Milk versus TUDCA versus NAC. Is TUDCA illegal in Australia? As you can see. And then we end by saying, if you're looking for a higher quality option, we offer Optimal TUDCA through our optional store supplement. It's designed to support liver function, does wellness, and then, you can check it out on a store if you're looking to incorporate. So there you go. As you can see, that is a phenomenal article now. That's not just a random article about anything for the sake of it, but genuinely a article based off search terms that people are searching for. And then we've gone through and we've answered all those questions in the article. And so then all you would do is just simply post this as an article on your store. Now, the way you do that is just simply you would go to pages and then you would go add page. And then you would go through and you would put the heading, the paragraph, put it in there and, edit around how you wanted to. That's up to you. But then you would the most important thing is that we had all those questions answered, ready to go and, optimized for search. So that is an absolutely phenomenal way that, you're not going to hear many people telling you about or really knowing that you can do. This is something I have genuinely done for clients, for people, to success for them. So this is a massive one. If you do it right, if you're willing to, put in the work to use a software like this, it's free for first few goes, and then you can pay for more of it, but you can get quite a bit from just the free version anyway. So all it would do, so I just did that off TUDCA, but you could do this off whatever it is, the product that you're selling or things related to it. Find the search terms that people are asking and then build an article around it. And then if you think outside the box, also just create content answering all these questions around that topic.